One of the campers, they came up to me and they were saying they were having so much fun here because they could relate to everyone, and it was so different at school because she was the only individual at her school that had diabetes. And I could relate to her because I was the only one in my grade school that had it. And she was saying that she doesn't get invited to sleepovers as much because they're afraid they'll catch it. And I actually had someone say that to me when I was in 7th grade. So it was just awesome that I could really relate to her and help her through that emotional time. And she came back this year and she's better than ever.
Fly me? Fly on.
You know, I had a lot of fun as a camper. I was diagnosed at 11. I didn't really know anyone. And then I came here, I met people like Ryan, Cassie. We all just kind of bonded, and since then I just wanted to hang out with them, you know. So I just keep coming to camp. I always have fun here, whether it's archery or climbing the rock wall. I just want other kids to have as much fun as I did. That was great. It's the most life-changing experience you'll ever get, honestly, growing up. It changed my life. Part of it made me want to, you know, open up my own business and, you know, help other kids, you know, be able to come to camp. So when I do own it one day, I'm gonna, you know, help kids pay to come to camp.
Every day I swim 70 laps, and I happened to see a pamphlet that said, swim for diabetes and scuba too. And my doctor said, if you swim 100 laps, I'll give you $100. And about 4 years later, he said, if you swim 300, I'll give you $300. So every year on my birthday, February 2nd, I swim 300 laps for the kids with diabetes. My wife and I don't have children, but when we came to camp, it's hard to put into words the experience and the exposure that these kids get. And my little effort of swimming 300 laps is nothing compared to the sacrifice these kids go through day in and day out. And as of today, I've just raised under $100,000 for these kids. And the agreement I have with Diabetes Youth Services is that no kid will be turned away because mom and dad can't afford it. We'll raise the money. You see how they're treated. The kids feel equal. You see the self-confidence. And to me, the knowledge that they're taught from this staff is beyond my imagination. I really see a group of dedicated staff, volunteers, I don't care what the job is, they really take it seriously.
This is a place where the kids find out that they're not the only one in the world with diabetes. So they do come away at the end of the week. They actually would like to go another week and, you know, hang with their friends.
Hi! Hi, Mommy! Hi, Mama! Hi, Papa! Hi, Mom!
One of the coolest things is one of our counselors, when camp ends, he starts a countdown to when the camp starts. So he's like, okay, this is day 300 and whatever, and he has a countdown on Facebook all year till he can come back to camp. So that's, to me, that means a lot because I know he loves camp and he gets a lot out of it. And he's a counselor, but he needs it for himself too because he was diagnosed when he was about 16, 17. He was too old to come to camp, but we got him hooked into the youth program right away. And so since then, he's been a counselor at Big Shots and Little Shots. And so he loves camp, he loves giving back, but it helps him to meet other kids his age, co-counselors. And it's just a great bonding experience. And to see these kids come back year after year until they take a real job and they can't come back, it's just amazing because they make camp so much fun for the kids. They just do crazy things and it's a great week. It's a fun week, and I just can't say enough about it.
We're making dirt pudding with gummy bears, and it's gonna look like dirt, and they're gonna love it.
I like the swimming, and I like all the activities we're doing, and I like just being here in general. Because you can relate to them and like compare blood sugars and stuff. It's just
fun because if you go up to your friend that doesn't have diabetes and like talk about something, they're like, what are you talking about? And you go talk to somebody that has diabetes and they're like, oh yeah, I know about that. And it's just cool.
I love the kids. I love helping out. I love being able to offer my experience to younger kids so that they can learn what it's like to get older and that you're not alone, that you've got plenty of friends and all you gotta do is just be yourself. A camper came up to me and we just started talking, and she said that people were making fun of her and she was just not having a good time back in school. And I offered just some personal advice, and she wound up going back, and so I just feel like I made a huge impact on her life. And it was just awesome that I was able to offer my own experience to help her out.
I think Diabetes Youth Services provides so many needed programs and services for kids and their families with type 1 diabetes, and the donations help us be able to continue to provide things like Big Shots Camp, Little Shots Camp, nurse outreach programs, and we have support groups, and there's just so many things that we try to do. You can come and volunteer with us, so we just have a lot of opportunities for you to give. And if you're looking to donate to a great cause, a worthy cause, that all of the money is used to help children and families, DYS is the place to donate your money, because everything we do goes back to the families and goes back to the kids. And all of the programs that we put together and the camps and the services, everything is for the kids and their families. So if you're looking for a great place to donate your money, DYS is really a perfect place.